So you've been doing digital real estate rank and rent as your online business or side hustle, but you haven't made any money because you're scared to death to pick up the phone and call a business owner. I'm going to give you a whole different way of thinking about it because that's the part that trips most people up in this model. Maybe they got a site that's built and launched and ranked and it's even getting leads, but they're scared to death to pick up the phone and call that business owner, which at the end of the day is the only thing that really matters. So they'll spend all their time avoiding that. They'll maybe build some different sites in different niches. They'll polish up the one site they have. They'll get some new software. They'll watch more videos and more training. They'll do anything they can to avoid making that phone call because they're scared to death of sales. So again, I'm going to give you a different way of thinking about that call because you're not really selling anything. So most people don't fail rank and rent because SEO or the business model doesn't work. They fail because they can't monetize. They build the site, they get some traffic, then they freeze when it's time to call that business owner. One reason is because the scripts they were given in these lackluster, outdated courses, they're generic, they're awkward, and they're transactional, and they make you feel like you're begging. And the pricing models I've seen in all the courses out there over the last 6 years are flawed, and they just don't work. They tell you to build the site, launch it, get it ranking, get leads coming in. Then they tell you to give those leads away for free so the business owner can try it out and see that it's legit. Then they tell you to call and say, okay, those 3 or 4 leads, you saw they were real. How about 1,500 or $2,000 a month? How's that sound? And all that does is set you up for rejection and failure because you put in the effort, built the site, you got it rented, you got leads coming in, but you can't get it rented because your scripting and your pricing model is terrible. So you get frustrated and you shift your strategy, which every time you do that takes you back to zero and you're starting over, or you just quit altogether. So let's agree on something. If you're generating leads, you're providing value. So if you're providing value, you're not selling, you're solving a revenue problem for them. In sales, there's two things you want to do when you talk to somebody. You build the value in what you have, and you highlight their need for what you have. It's not selling. And let me tell you, most of these business owners, if you have something that will really help them out, they're more than happy to talk to you. Think about it. They wouldn't have trucks or desks or anything else they bought had they not talked to a salesperson to get what they needed to run their business. So they're not against it. So if you have something that will legit help them grow their business, and this does, they're more than happy to talk to you. So when you think about it that way, that you have something that can help them, you will become a long-term partner in their growth, and you don't have to fear picking up the phone and calling to try and sell something. You're not selling something. You're the one who's actually bringing them something to the table. And when you think about it that way, that shift changes everything. And, most courses, they teach call and pitch your website. We teach you to call with positioning, to call with leverage, and to call with a pricing model that makes sense for both of you before you ever dial the phone. I have more than 20 years in sales and marketing management, and I put a lot of that knowledge into these scripts and into these pricing models, along with some trial and error when I first got started 6 years ago, but finally got it dialed in. And that's why our script and our pricing model makes it very easy to get these sites rented. You still have to do the work, but it helps avoid that fear you have of picking up the phone because now you have the confidence that why you're calling them will help them. So if you want the scripts and the pricing model behind those, just message scripts and I'll send them to you. Let's fix the part that's actually holding you back. And don't forget to like and save this video and follow me because I do tips like this every day.